1/8 scale off-road buggies provide just a really unique experience that many people consider to be the pinnacle of radio control. They're fast, they're big, they handle great, they look very unique out there, and when they take to the sky to go over a jump, they sail for what seems like forever. Now, did I mention too, they're really fast? One of the things the folks over at ECX have been hard at work on is this car that we have in front of us right here. This is the ECX Revenge Type E. It is their first foray into the world of 1/8 scale electric off-road buggies. Now, there's actually two different versions of the Revenge. We have the Revenge Type E here. This is the electric powered car, but there's also the Revenge Type N. That is the nitro powered vehicle. Now, suspension and chassis wise, virtually identical between the two, so there will be some crossover between the information that you see here on the Type E and what would be available on the Type N. Now, the Revenge Type E is a first for ECX in many different ways. First of all, it's their first 8th scale vehicle. Second of all, it is the first vehicle from ECX that doesn't quite include everything right in the box. There are a few extra things that you are going to need to buy, and we'll get to that in a little bit. But first, let's talk about what the Revenge Type E does come with out of the box. First of all, like all ECX vehicles, it comes out of the box pre-assembled for you as you see it here. All you'll need to do, put the wing on, put some decals on the body if you so choose to do so, pick up a battery pack and battery charger, and go out and run. Your transmitter and receiver are included, and on the Revenge Type E, you do get a Spectrum 2.4 gigahertz DSM DX-2E transmitter, so you don't have to worry about frequency conflicts. You've got a lot of nice features on this radio, and you won't have to worry at all about the performance. Now, talking about performance, is the Revenge Type E does come with a Dynamite Fuze brushless motor and speed control. We'll give you a close-up of this in just a moment. What's cool on this is right out of the box, it's capable of running with a 2S LiPo all the way up to a 4S LiPo on the speed controller. Now, they do recommend, if you do want to run 4S, that you do upgrade to the optional 8th scale motor available from Dynamite on there. But you can run 2 to 3S as it comes out of the box, no problem. 4S, you're taking it into your own hands if you decide to do, though. Again, they do have the optional motor available for you to do that. Everything that you would expect out of an 8th scale buggy is here. You've got big bore aluminum bodied shocks front and rear. You've got beefy front and rear shock towers on here. Also a first for ECX, you have a very adjustable suspension system on here. You have adjustable front and rear camber links and front adjustable steering links too. Now, this time of the year, it is late fall, early winter, and normally we'd have some snow in the area, and unfortunately there isn't any. But if there was, I'd be showing you some snow running with this guy here, because it is also waterproof. That's really cool for ECX. Waterproof servo, waterproof speed controller, and waterproof motor too. So you can go out and run in whatever environment that you want to go ahead and do so, and go and have some serious fun. Now, in addition, it does come with Dynamite watchdog tires on all 4 corners. They come pre-glued for you, no gluing whatsoever. Talking about Dynamite, you do need to complete this car. Like I mentioned, you need to pick up a battery pack and battery charger. We have a couple different batteries that we're going to be running, 2S, 3S, and 4S here today, all within the Dynamite family. First up, we have the Dynamite Speed Pack 6000 milliamp. Now, this one here is rated at 30C, so a little bit higher current carrying capability out of the box with this, also a 2S LiPo. And then we have the big boys of the bunch. These are the Dynamite Platinum Series 5200 milliamps, and these are rated at 50C, the highest current carrying capability currently available under Dynamite. Now, these are on the 2S packs. We also have a Dynamite Platinum Series 5200 50C 3-cell LiPo, and we'll be taking the 5200 Platinum batteries and wiring them up so we can run 2 of them together in the Revenge Type E, so we run 4S. Now, in addition to that, you'll need a battery charger too. There's a lot of great ones from Dynamite that you can use. The Dynamite Duo charger is a great charger for something like this. You can charge 2 batteries at once, has a built-in balance lead and everything, and you can charge 2 or 3S batteries on there too. For what we're using today, I'm actually using something I already have in my stables. That's why I'm using with this. This is the Passport Ultra Force 200 watt AC/DC charger. I love the fact that it's got a great balance board on it. I can use it on AC or DC. see, and it's got a really nice backlit display. Again, something I already have in my arsenal. You don't necessarily need something this heavy duty to be able to run this vehicle here. Again, that Duo Sport is a great charger for the money. Now, a couple other things we'd recommend for you before you get started with this. First of all, since this does use LiPo battery packs, you want a LiPo protection sack like this one here from Dynamite. This is what we've charged all of our batteries here on the Ultra Force, just for the extra level of protection. In addition, for carrying around your batteries, there is the Dynamite battery pouch too, that you can go and keep everything neat and organized, fold it up, roll it up, and keep everything protected. Now, this is not a LiPo sack in and of itself, so you still want to charge in the LiPo protection sack too. We're here today at Leisure Hours RC Raceway in Joliet, Illinois, and we really got to thank the guys from Leisure Hours for letting us come up and use their track. Again, the Revenge Type E, it's not a race car. It's really not, but with the weather outside, you never know what you're going to get this time of year. This was a great place for us to come and put the Revenge Type E through its paces. So again, thanks to all the folks at Leisure Hours for letting us come up and use their facilities today. We are going to do a number of different runs with this car on 2S, 3S, and 4S LiPo to really see what it is capable of. So with the 2S LiPo, the Revenge Type E, it's not going to set any land speed records. It's just not. It'll do between about 20 and 25 miles an hour. It feels about as fast as a good 10 scale car right out of the box. Good 10 scale ready to run at least. A little bit pushy, but not horrible. But again, I mean, the main thing is just that you have something that actually is pretty comfortable to drive. The stock servo is a little bit on the slow side, but that's coming from someone who is really used to running super high-speed digital servos from Spectrum. Now, one of the things, okay, so I nerfed it in the pipe there. I love reverse. What's kind of neat is I can actually hear the tires barking a little bit because there's so much grip. So here we are getting ready to roll out of the pits, and all that we've done is change from a 2S LiPo to a 3S. Gearing remains the same. The only difference is the battery. So let's kind of roll it out. Ooh. As you can see, I can now get higher on the that step-up jump. At this point on this track, the tires are definitely showing that they are slipping more than gripping. This is still a lot of fun. Oh yeah, 3S baby is the way to go. Those two doubles, that first one and that one right there that was having problems clearing with the 2S LiPo, not a problem at all now with the 3S. I'm ripping down the back straightaway, tap the brakes, turn in. Oh yeah. Daddy likes this a lot. So here we are back in the pits, and 2S was a lot of fun. 3S was a blast. Now we're going to go to 4S, and we're going to use two 2S Platinum Series batteries. Now before we do that, we need to make some changes to the car. Now one of the first things that we're going to need to do is we're going to install the optional DYN 3739 motor. This is an 1800 kV motor, comes pre-wired and everything. This is designed to take 4-cell power. We're also going to drop a few teeth on the pinion. I believe stock is 16. We're going to drop 2 teeth, would take us down to a 14 tooth. The final thing we're going to need is this here, and this is available from E-Flite, and it works perfectly with this. This is an EC3Y connector that will basically allow you to double the voltage of 2 2S batteries, giving you essentially one 4S pack. So we're going to go and get that all installed here. Before you do that though, make sure that if you're doing this, the motor is completely cooled off. We just came off of the track, so I'm going to let this cool off for a little bit, pull this battery out, balance charge it and everything. But we're going to pull this motor out, put the new motor in, re-gear it, and put 2 2S LiPos in. Let's get started. So now that the motor is cooled off, we're ready to go and get to work. Now if you've noticed, I've changed the camera angle on you guys just a little bit here, and a couple other things that you may be wondering on here too. First of all, you may be wondering, well, the stock motor is a 2500 kV. Why do I need to replace it with an 1800 kV? Isn't the higher number better? Well, yes and no. The thing is, this is rated at a lower voltage. That's why it has a higher kV rating. This is rated lower kV, but at a higher voltage. So this is just what you need or are going to want to run to be within the safe limits on a 4S LiPo in this car. The other thing that you'll want is a 2mm and a 2.5mm Allen wrench. I prefer a ball driver so that I can get in at an angle here instead of the L wrenches. So the set screw on the pinion is a 2mm. And as you can see on the shank there, it is a 16 tooth. So we're going to put a 14 on. You know, this is going to take a bit. Let's speed it up. Now, one trick too, and this comes from Lee Morrison if you are running two 2S batteries, is to use some hook and loop tape on the back of it, and that way when you put them together, they stick together. And like that, your old motor is out. Now we will need to go and reconnect our motor to the speed controller yet. And the batteries fit thusly. A little bit of a tight fit. Now 2S LiPos are a little bit of a tighter fit, so you may have to squeeze down. You may also need to pick up the optional extended hook and loop fasteners from ECX, so you can get everything tied down as it should be. And the straps will help draw the batteries into place on the chassis. Match up your colors: yellow, blue, and orange. And we're going to refasten these with some new zip ties and get everything back to going. Plug these in and we're hitting the track. So here we're coming out of pit lane with the 4S equipped Revenge Type E. Whoa. Yeah, a little bit more power. The ECX folks claim that you can hit 40 miles an hour with the 4S LiPo. I gotta say it's doing every bit of that and then some. It actually still really jumps pretty nice and neutral. Back it up, back it up, back it up. Let's do that one more time because didn't quite get that one right. RTRs in reverse have got it figured out. So let's go through here, tap the brakes. The Revenge Type E really doesn't disappoint, and it hits a perfect spot too. It's designed with the beginners in mind. It's designed to be user-friendly, and it's designed to be fast enough to be fun, but not so fast that it's a handful to drive. And the Revenge Type E hits that perfectly. 2S, perfect way to go out and cut your teeth. For the experienced guys, you're going to want to go to 3S. Once you get even more experience, 4S really helps liven things up here. Again, if you do go to 4S, we do recommend that you install the optional motor from Dynamite just to make sure that you don't overheat and damage your stock motor out there. But beyond that, we had a blast with these when we were testing them and demonstrating them at RCX this year. We've had a blast with them here today and look forward to a whole lot more videos with the Revenge Type E, how to maintain it, how to keep it running its best in the very near future too. If you do have any comments or questions about anything that you've seen here today or anything RC in general, please feel free to email us at editors@horizonrc.com. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon. You already saw that, did you? Good.